Hey everyone, this is Sandy here from Vape Revolution. Just wanted to do a quick video of how to build a Kayfun. The Kayfun I'm building here is the version 3.1. The Kayfun is made by SvoëMesto. It is made in Germany, designed in Russia. The device I have it on is a titanium Bagua in 18650 mode. So let's get this started. What supplies you'll need is going to be your Kayfun, a device that you want to put it on, your mini screwdriver, you're going to need a Phillips and a flathead, your silica, Kenthal, a pair of scissors, the juice of your choice, and a rag just in case you make a mess. So the first step you're going to want to do is to disassemble your Kayfun. You're going to want to take off the mouthpiece, the top cap, your body, and your evaporation chambers, the top and the bottom. After that, you're going to want to loosen your 2 screws. So that was the first step. Now you're just going to want to wrap the coil. What I'm using here is 2mm wick. I'm going to double it up side by side. So wherever your coil is, you're going to want to be sitting above that air hole. So you're going to want to take your Kenthal, make it kind of like a cross. Keep in mind when you're wrapping your coil that your screw, you only have so much room. So just keep in mind of that when you're wrapping your coil. You're going to want your 2 leads on opposite ends. Go ahead and take your Kayfun, take the first wire. I'm going to be wrapping the negative post first. And now attach the positive. The wrap I did was also a 4/5 of the 30 gauge. And you just wiggle the extra pieces off. After you do that, you're going to want to test fire it. Make sure all your coils are lighting up. Adjust your coils if you need to. So once you've done that, you've wrapped your coil. Now you're going to want to screw on the bottom end of your evaporation chamber. So take all the silica and stick it in through there. Screw it down. Once you've done that, you're going to want to trim your silica. You're going to leave about a 1/4 inch above the evaporation chamber, about a 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. Tuck in your 2 ends. What I like to do is actually bunny ear it, meaning you're going to want to stick the silica into those chambers so that it's touching. That's what's going to keep your wicks always soaked in juice. So you're going to take the bottom, the one end, so when you do that part, you also want to test fire it afterwards, just to make sure all your coils are lighting up. They may or may not have moved when you're done when you put in your silica. So that was step 3. Now you're gonna want to soak your wick in juice. Test fire it one more time. And cross off step number 4. Screw on the top of your evaporation chamber. So once you screwed on the chamber, you're done with step 5. You can throw on the body. The body I'm actually going to use, just so you can see what I'm doing, is going to be the M tank, just so you can see what I'm doing. When I like to fill my juice in the Kayfun, I actually like to cover up all 3 of my air holes here, or I'm sorry, of the screw adjustment, the air hole, and the fill hole. With the Kayfun Lite, you won't need to do this because it doesn't actually have any of those. Pour in your juice. Now you can just go and throw on your top cap. When you're putting on the top cap, keep in mind not to screw it all the way down. You're gonna flip it. Once you see all the juice has come down, you're gonna screw it all the way on. This is gonna create like a vacuum, so that way it's not gonna flood or anything like that. It's not gonna leak out. Put on the tip adapter. I like to use my bender here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little test tube. So if it's flooding, what you're gonna wanna do is tilt your device upside down, put your mouth over the air hole, and just vape through it. You're gonna wanna vape through your air hole. So when you do that, it's gonna be taking out all that excess juice. You may or may not be getting juice coming out of your tip. If you are, just have a little napkin under there just to catch it. So, and now let's say you're getting a dry hit. What you're gonna do is you're gonna deal with that same air hole, basically kind of play with your air hole a little bit while you're sucking, so. And that's what you do when it's dry. So if you wanted to pick up the Kayfun or any of our other cool products, feel free to stop by our website at shop.vaperev.com.